Hello there, boys and girls. So let's continue talking about our math lesson. Last time we talked about tally marks, right? But before we do that, let me show you what tally marks look like again. So these are the tally marks, examples of tally marks. And remember, we always stop at 4, okay? Tally marks is when you put strokes in order and in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we stop at 4 because the fifth one is always a slash. And tally marks are used for keeping a score when we play the game. It also makes counting a lot easier because we always count in groups of 5, okay? So these are tally marks, and if I have more than 5, I put another one. Okay, I separate it with my short sleeping line and keep on going. And then here we go. When you have 4 extra fences here, then you can close it up with a slash. So you have 2 gates and now you have 10. Let's sing the song. Mark down a tally, put it in a row. Mark down a tally, put it in a row. Mark down a tally, put it in a row. The fifth one is a slash. So a tally mark is always group into 5, like a gate, like your finger. Remember we talked about that? These are your 4 fingers and the fifth one is a slash. It's always 5, okay? All right, so if you have 2 gates and 2 gates, you have 2 5s, then you have 10, okay? Mark down a tally, put it in a row. Mark down a tally, put it in a row. Mark down a tally, put it in a row. The fifth one, your thumb is a slash. The fifth one is a slash. Okay, so remember that song because we will use tally marks when we do our next math skill. This is about graphing. Today we will learn about graphing. What is graphing? I have a question mark there. In number 2, it says how to make graphs. So today in this session, we will learn about making graphs and what is graph about. And we will learn also about reading graph. How do we read a graph? And we will learn another graphing song. We just did the tally mark song. Today is another song, the graphing song. Okay, so how about if I put this one here to keep us reminded about what we are going to accomplish for today's lesson. All right. So the word is, the big word that we are going to learn today is graphing. Graphing. Spell it for me. G-R-A-P-H-I-N-G. Mrs. Sandy Anna, why did you say graphing? You made the f sound, but there's no F in there because the PH, the consonant blend here, the P and the H, they both make the F sound, okay? It's kind of weird, but that's how it goes. That's how it works. When you go to first grade and second grade, you will learn more about the weird consonant combinations and they make different sound, okay? So now you learn the PH, put them together, it makes the F sound, okay? Graphing. All right, there we go. Okay, so graphing. I have the word graphing again here. This is a title, our title. Let me put it away. Now, handling data is really confusing because when we do the graph, I will always talk about data. Say data. Data. What is data, Mrs. Santiana? We will talk about that. But handling data could be confusing, but I will help you. I will help you make it a lot easier. And making tally marks is one of the things that we will do to make it easier. Okay, and how are we going to present our data? Too many questions here, Mrs. Santa Ana. Data. What is data again? Okay, so data are the answers to your questions, okay, or to your survey. Survey is like a questionnaire or a set of questions given to people, okay, and that's how we collect the data that we will need in our graph, okay? I'm just exposing you to the big words before I talk about graphing. And parts of a graph, of course, we will need a title. We will label our graph. We will put the title and label the things that you see in the graph, and we will also talk about the key or the scale. Okay, these are two important things that you will find in the graph because that will help us read our graph or the data. Okay, and we will also talk about the different kinds of graphs. Oh my goodness, you guys, you are big boys and girls now. You're learning a lot of big words. Okay, so when we did the tally marks, I showed you some chocolates, right? Did you put the right tally mark? Okay, so after sorting, okay, these are my chocolates. We will sort them by kind, okay? When we sort, we said we put the same things together. We can sing our sorting song. Sort and group, classify, use your senses, use all five. Sort the different group alike. Now you can classify. Classifying is sorting. So I will put all the red ones. Let me put it here. I'll put all the red chocolates up here. This is red, red, red. Okay, and I have my purple chocolates here. All my purple ones here. Okay, purple, 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 and purple. There we go. Huh. Wow. Oop, it fell. Okay. And I have my pink one. I only have one pink. So this is what we have. Okay, it just keeps falling. Okay, here we go. Let's count. Let's collect our data. How many red chocolates do I have? I have 3, right? And how do we make 3? Curl in and around and again. I'll put it right here in line because that represents the number of red chocolates. How about the purple? Count. Let's count from left to right. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I have 6 purple. How do we do 6? Curl down and curl it up. Okay, so I have number 6 here to represent the number of purple chocolates. And how about the pink one? There's only 1, so I'll put 1 right there, okay? Now, we can also use tally marks. How do we represent 3 with a tally mark? Okay, count with me. 1, 2, 3. We stop at 3 because there's only 3 red chocolates. Remember, we said tally marks represents the number of objects, okay? And each tally mark is for one object. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Do they match? Yes, they do. Okay. All right. And how about this one? 6. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then a sleeping line and now 1 extra. Okay. That's number 6, and then only 1 here. 1 tally mark. There we go. Okay. Now, how about if I have the bears? Okay, it's a little messy here, but I'll just leave it there, okay, for now. How about if I have my bears? Let me put my bears here on my tray. Okay, so what do we do? First, we sort them. All the orange bears together, okay? All the green ones together. Can you see it? All the green ones together. All the... Okay, let me put this on here. All the purple ones together, and I have this red bear. Wow. Okay, now let's collect the data. Let's find the data. How many are red? Only 1. How many are orange? Only 4. How many are green? 3. How many are purple? 2. Oh, did I count right? Okay, let's count. How many are red? 1. 1. I touch it. 1. Let's count the orange. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many? 4. Okay, let's count the green. Help me count. 1, 2, 3. 3. You see how I touch every bear when I count? Because if you do 1, 2, 3, 4, you are going to get it wrong. So you touch as you count, okay? And how many purples do I have? Let's count. 1 and 2. Now we can put this in the graph because we have that data. Okay, we have the data. We have collected the data. That's the data, the answers to our questions, and we will put them all in the graph. Now, what does the graph look like? Okay, I wish I have a blank graph. I don't have it right now, but I have it in my classroom. But let's see. I'll just the graph is made up of lines. Okay, so we will do this. I'll just make up something here, okay? I think I got it wrong. Hold on. Oh boy. Okay, because I don't have all my materials here. I just grabbed some in the classroom really quickly, and I forgot to grab my blank data, my blank graph. Okay, so let's do this. I'll make lines here from left to right, 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 and I'll close it up, okay? There we go. Oops, oopsie. Pardon me. Okay. Then I'll split it up into 4 columns right there. Okay, so this will be, let's try the purple. Okay, how many purple bears do I have here? Let's put the purple. Can I just draw bear? Purple. Okay, I'm not very good at making my bears. Okay, pardon me. Okay, so that's the purple bear. And let's do the green bear. So I need my green marker. Okay. All right. Okay. So let's just pretend I'm a great illustrator. Okay, so that's my green bear. And how about my orange? Okay. Orange bear, the head, the body, and the legs right there. Okay. Okay. So this will be my orange. Okay, bear. And how about the red bear? Let me see. Do I have a red marker? Okay, here we go. This is my red bear. Okay, now, so this is the key. This is the key. Remember we talked about the key? We need the key because the key will guide us. Will guide us as we put the data in our graph. And what could be the title of our graph? The what? Graph of bears. Okay, let's put the title here. Graph of bears. Because I'm using the bears, okay, not the chocolate. If we use the chocolate, we can say graph of chocolates. Okay, now let's count. How many purple bears do we have here? We said we counted 2, right? So we will color the data. Let's put the data in our graph. We will start coloring not from the top, but we will color from the bottom. Normally when we write, we always start from top, left to right, top to bottom. But when we do the graph, we always start from the bottom. Okay, so let's mark it down. So 2 purple bears. So I put dot and a dot. Okay, because I don't want to mess up. I want to mark it off and then color it. So that's my 1, that's my 2. Okay, so I colored 2 boxes to show my data because I have 2 purple bears. Okay, how many green bears do I have here? Count with me. 1, 2, 3. 3. So let's color how many boxes. Should we start from the top or from the bottom? From the bottom. Okay, so I'll mark it off. 1, 2, 3. There you go. So I will color this one up. Okay, I'm just making it making it really fast, okay, to save some time. Okay, so I have 3 bears because we counted 3 green bears. How about the orange bears? How many bears did we count? Let's count again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Aha, we have 4. So how many boxes do I need to color? 4. Should I start from the top or from the bottom? From the bottom. Mark it off for me. Okay, let's count. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now let me color these boxes really quickly to show number 4. 4 orange bears. Wow. So let's compare the height. This one is short. This one is a little taller. And this is the tallest, right? But how about the red one? How many red? Only 1. So how many boxes do I need to color? Just 1. There you go. I'll just have to color 1. Now, this is the data. This is what we have. So let's now read the graph. Remember, I told you we will learn to read the graph. By just looking at the picture, looking at the data, looking at the graph, there are no numbers. But we can tell the number. How many green bears do we have? 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. How about the purple? 2. And how about the orange? 4. And how about the red? 1. Now, from the data given in this graph, which bear has the most number? The most number. Look at the height of the graph, the boxes. The one with the most is the what? The orange, because it has the tallest line. Okay, the bar is long, it's tall. So this is a bar graph, by the way. Okay, then we have 4 orange bears, so it has the most. Which bear has the least number? Meaning not a lot. It's really not. The lowest line. Okay, the shortest line, the shortest bar, it's the red, because there's only one. Understood? So the one with the most is the orange, and the one with the least is the red. Did you get that? Okay, so graphing. Okay, this is how we graph. We put the data in our graph, and this, I showed you how to make a graph, and we learned how to graph, and we will learn the song. Now, when you do the graph, remember, we use our 5 senses. We use our eyes to see. We use our hands to touch and count. And we look at the color of the bears, and we think, all right, we didn't smell, we didn't hear the bears, but we use our senses when we do the graphing. Okay, so what's my song again? Observe. First, you observe. Observe, compare. We compare the number. Observe, compare, count, and then build a graph to show your friends which has more, which has less. With graphs you can compare. Sing with me. Observe, compare, count, and then build a graph to show your friends which has more, which has less. With graphs you can compare. But before we did the graphing, remember, we sorted first. Sorting is putting the same color together, putting the things with the same attributes together. So we sorted them by color. Sort and group, classify, use your senses, use all 5. Sort the different, group alike. Now you can classify. Now, I have another question. How about if we change the attribute? How about if we graph the bears by size? All the big bears together. Come on here, big bears. Okay, all the big bears together. All the medium bears together. This is a big bear. That's Papa Bear. Okay. All right. All the mommies, all the mommy bears and the Papa bears on this side, and all the medium ones here, and all the small ones. I only have 1. So if we sort the bears by size using the attribute size, are we going to have the same data? You think we will have the same data? We will have a different one. We will not have the same data, because this is our data for the colors, okay? The bear colors. So our title should be Graph of Bear Colors. But when we change the data, when we change our graph and use the data here, we can title our graph by saying what? Graph of bear size, right? So if you count the big ones, how many big bears do we have? Let's count. Count with me. Watch me. I'll point, okay? I'll touch and I'll point as I count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 big bears. And how many are medium? Let's count. 1, 2, 2. How many are small? Only 1. Can you graph that information? Can you graph that data for me? Okay, and which bear has the most number and which bear has the least? Okay, so you can do that. You can play along, or you can collect your toys and make your own data. You can make your own graph. Okay, so let's sing the graphing song again. Observe, compare, count, and then build a graph to show your friends which has more, which has less. With graphs you can compare. Sort and group, classify, use your senses, use all 5. Sort the different, group alike. Now you can classify. We sorted the bears by color. And And you can represent the number by tally marks also, right? Okay, and that's it for now. We learned about graphing and sorting all together and the tally marks. Okay, mark down a tally, put it in a row, mark down a tally, put it in a row, mark down a tally, put it in a row. The fifth one is the slash. Oh my goodness, we learned a whole lot of songs, okay? All right, I hope you learned something, and I hope you'll remember what you learned in math. Okay, bye.